movie lovers. Today we're recapping on this horror movie Monkey. I remember watching this movie for the first time and being blown away by the twist ending. What was your reaction? But before we jump into the action, I've got a question for you. What was the most jaw-dropping moment for you Monkey 2025? Was it the unexpected twist, the epic showdown, or maybe a heartwarming scene? What was your favorite scene in Monkey? Or, do you think Bill made the right choice? Before we dive in, I want to know, who do you think was the real hero of the movie? Comment below. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I love hearing your perspectives, and who knows, your comment might just spark a lively discussion. What if a simple childhood toy could choose who lives, and who dies? A wind-up monkey, once buried and forgotten, returns to deliver a wave of death with every clang of its cymbals. This isn't just a haunted object, it's a curse with rules, blood, and a terrifying past. What starts with innocent curiosity turns into a deadly legacy that haunts two brothers for decades. If you think you've seen creepy toys before, this one's got a body count. Stick around, because once the monkey starts drumming, nobody is safe. Drop your thoughts in the comments, if you make it to the end. For those who have not watched this movie, stick around as we dive straight into this movie. A man named Petey Shelburne, his shirt soaked in blood and panic on his face, stumbles into a dimly lit pawn shop carrying a strange old-fashioned mechanical monkey. The toy is brown-furred, with red lips and glassy eyes, holding a pair of brass cymbals in its hands. He frantically warns the shopkeeper not to call it a toy, claiming it's cursed. The monkey started to beat its cymbal itself. A loud bang erupts as a harpoon gun, inexplicably mounted in the shop, is triggered and pierces the shopkeeper through the tummy. Blood pools on the floor, pulling out the shopkeeper and trolls out. Petey Shelburne takes the monkey toy out and burned it with a flamethrower. But here's the real question. What if the monkey isn't done? What if it's still out there, waiting for the next person foolish enough to wind it? Because in the monkey, the evil doesn't end with the last death. It just waits. Stick around till the end, because the final moments of this story will change the way you look at every toy from your childhood. And trust me, you're going to want to talk about that ending in the comments. Decades earlier, Petey's twin sons Hal and Bill, now boys of about 12 years old, discover the same monkey in their late father's belongings after his funeral. The boys play with the monkey, curious about its appearance. Bill winds it up and they watch it perform its strange clapping dance. Their teenage babysitter Annie drives them to a hibachi restaurant. The monkey, sitting in the back seat, suddenly begins beating its cymbals again without being touched. In the restaurant kitchen, as a chef tosses food into flames, a large knife flies loose and slices clean through Annie's neck. Her decapitated head falls into a pan while the kitchen erupts in chaos. Outside, the boys are unaware, but Hal begins to suspect something unnatural. Later, Bill pulls a cruel prank at school, paying other boys to torment Hal in front of the entire class. Humiliated and hurt, Hal returns home where he finds the monkey again and, in a moment of anger, winds it up and watches it play. Their mother Lois collapses suddenly, her eyes rolling back as she dies from an aneurysm while preparing dinner. Blood runs from her nose as her lifeless body hits the floor. Hal is traumatized, believing somehow the monkey is responsible. After Lois's death, the twins move in with their Aunt Ida and Uncle Chip in the quiet town of Casco, Maine. Bill and Hal's relationship begins to deteriorate, Bill blaming Hal for their misfortunes. Hal, haunted by guilt and suspicion, attempts to destroy the monkey. He disassembles it, tearing off its arms, removing gears, and scattering the parts before throwing them away. The house in Casco seems peaceful at first, but one night the monkey is found sitting upright again, completely intact on Hal's bed. Bill insists on keeping it. During a trip with Uncle Chip to a nearby ranch, the boys sneak the monkey into Chip's truck. While Chip prepares the horses, the monkey is wound up again. As it begins to drum, a sudden stampede erupts. Dozens of horses break free from the corral and charge into the stable where Chip is standing. He is trampled to death in seconds, his body crushed under hooves. Hal realizes the monkey has returned for good. Terrified, the twins sneak into the forest one evening with a plan to bury the monkey once and for all. They lower it into a deep stone well and seal it inside its metal box, throwing it into the darkness below. 25 years later, Hal is a grown man, played by Theo James, living alone and working. He only sees his teenage son, Petey, once a year on the boy's birthday. Hal's relationship with his brother Bill has completely broken down. One day, Hal gets a call that Aunt Ida has died. He's reluctant but travels to Casco to attend to her estate. Bill tells Hal to meet him later at Ida's house. Hal rents a room in a local motel. A young woman enters the pool late at night. The lights flicker and a buzzing sound grows louder. The monkey, somewhere nearby, starts to clap its cymbals. The pool's electric wiring shorts out, sending a wave of current through the water. The woman seizes up and exploded on the surface. Her body pieces floats lifelessly as steam rises from the pool's surface. Back at the house, Hal meets a real estate agent showing Ida's property. As she opens a storage closet, a mounted shotgun, rigged to the door, is triggered and blasts her head clean off. Hal is horrified. Hal later finds out this is the doing of the monkey beating the cymbals. Hal confronts Bill on a call. Bill explains that he found the monkey again a year ago. A local man named Ricky helped him recover it from the well. Bill believes that the monkey only kills people not protected by the one who wounded it. He accuses Hal of being responsible for their mother's death, saying Hal wounded that day, not him. He implies that if Petey winds it, he will be protected, even as the monkey continues killing others. Hal is furious and horrified that Bill involved his son. Petey and Hal, while in the town, has been ambushed in town unexpectedly. Ricky, carrying a gun, ambushes Petey and Hal and forces Petey to enter Bill's house, and bring him the monkey under threat of death. Petey complies and he enters Bill's house. When Bill sees him, he lures the boy into turning the key on the monkey's back. Without hesitation, the boy does so, and the monkey begins to beat the cymbals, but seconds later, Ricky is swarmed by a sudden cloud of wasps. He screams as the insects sting him relentlessly, crawling into his mouth and nose until he collapses and dies. Hal walks away terrified. Meanwhile, Bill forces Petey to turn the key again, but this time Petey refuses. Bill slaps him, making him fall onto the floor. In desperation, Bill tries to wind it again and commands it to kill Hal. But this time something goes wrong. The monkey claps violently, faster than before. From there, Hal enters the room. Bill blames Hal for abandoning the family and also killing his mother, for not believing in the curse, for trying to destroy what he says is now part of their fate. Hal then reconciles with Bill, telling him to let go of the past and move on. Just then, the monkey claps once more. The entire room shakes. From the ceiling above, a bowling ball fires from below and crushes Bill's head. His body slumps to the floor. Hal stands in stunned silence. The film nears its end with Hal and Petey driving through the streets, now filled with emergency vehicles, smoke and the sounds of panicked townsfolk. In the back seat of their car, the monkey sits silently, its cymbals still. They stop at a red light. From the other side of the intersection, a pale horse ridden by a pale-faced man passes slowly. The rider looks directly at Hal and Petey. Hal meets his gaze without fear. The rider nods once and disappears into the mist. Hal asks Petey if he wants to go dancing like his grandmother Lois used to do. Petey smiles. They drive on the road ahead, uncertain.
If you enjoyed this video and want to catch my next movie, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a moment. Big things are coming, and you won't want to miss what's next. See you in the next one.